Wind River Range 2021 backpacking trip. Here we go. So sadly the camera was not rolling. Just tripped over one of those stumps. Went almost headlong into the water, almost knocked my head into one of these rocks. You've always got to be careful. So got to change the clothes, sopping wet now. Oh, that could have been a bad beginning to a backpacking trip. Yikes. So I'd say that's probably the worst fall I've ever had. One of the that I can remember. Just looking back, talking to the crew, talking about mileage, and got my boot caught in a log, water. There's some big boulders, could have gone headlong, kind of grazed my head a little. Could have been real bad. So thankfully, just got a little wet. This is our second year in a row backpacking parts of Wyoming, and I gotta say, they are beautiful. Very beautiful scenery. Found our spot for the night. Now we're just trying the lake. Beautiful. Now we're just trying to decide where we're gonna set up camp. It looks like there's a little spot over here with a good direction to water. You always got to think about that, like how easy is it gonna be to get to water. Okay, Nate's freaking out about what he found. So let's see what he got. Oh yeah, it's pretty freaking good. Yep. Nice and flat.
Yep. Rocks to sit on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Seats and direct shot to the view and in the water. So first night was one of our shortest days. So I'm actually going with two that I've just been sitting on for a long time for dinner. Mountain House Simple Sensations. I have had these before. They are awesome. They're kind of like a half meal. They're more for like if you're day hiking, not like a huge dedicated meal. So this one is the Italian style pepper steak. That one's super good. And then spicy Southwest style. So I'm kind of getting the double flavor tonight. And we'll get that going. And they only use 3/4 of a cup of water. I usually do a little bit more, so like a cup each. Tent is up, meals are prepped. These balls are still jacking around. What's that?
Dirty, gritty, grainy piss water.
Wow.
Tastes about like that water from that Catadine filter.
So, went through our first night and it was good. The bears didn't get our food, so that's a big plus. No bears around that we can tell, but beautiful spot, super, super quiet, which was really nice. So the sleeping system, tent worked great. Obviously, didn't have any rain or anything, but again, I've been in it for a long time. So as to the sleeping pad, per our usual arrangement, which means that it did enough, to get me asleep. I didn't have any aches and pains, but tossing and turning a lot throughout the night. Usually my routine on these is, like the first 3 hours I can get some good sleep, and then, I can sleep for about 30 minutes, wake up, toss and turn, readjust, sleep for another 30 minutes, wake up, toss, turn, kind of like that on these backpacking trips. So we're gonna pack up here, and we got a longer hike today. I think we got about 7 miles that we're gonna do to our next spot. Thanks, Upper Sweeney Lake, for showing us a good time last night. So we got like 1,000 downed trees that are like completely obstructing the trail. So we're trying to bushwhack it. Down in here is where the trail is, but literally like a forest of trees fell over in this area that are really untraversable. So we're trying to bypass it because we got to go over here to tag up with our main trail again. Okay.
I don't mind that.
It's time for a little lunch break, and this looks like a pretty good spot. Light those, or sky. So I can see sky, so we're pretty close to the ridge. Ooh, man, it's a good incline. Believe like over 3,000 feet of elevation gain throughout this entire hike, back and forth. And since we started, we've never been below 10,000. There's like one little saddle that goes to 9.9, and then you go right back up. So, thin air and these steep inclines. Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, that's why I do it. That's why I go on backpacking trips for stuff like that, man. This is like by far the biggest alpine lake we've ever seen. And that thing is deep, man.
A tenth this size in
Colorado.
Colorado.
No way. No way.
You gotta look this up. But
the incline is blue. Can't even talk. The incline is brutal, but it's not to say it's not a beautiful view.
we're almost there, but not there yet.
Okay, we've had a couple false summits, so I hope this is the lake. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We made it. So we got our spot, took a little finding, a little bit of finagling, but we got our spot. Amazing views. Chris and I and our one-mans are gonna be over here. Nate and his two-man chalet is over there. But that's the view we're gonna wake up to tomorrow. How you feeling, Chris? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So, but yeah, knocking it out with our sub $150 tents. Working great.
Huh?
I've got sunshine in a bag.
Sounds like
Well, then turn your hearing aids off. Sounds like you're an inch away from my tent. If you could clean up your area, that would be fantastic because you're like a hobo.
says the explosion of food and batteries and all this.
That's not my crap, that's Chris.
Yeah.
That's all Chris.
Sure.
Sure it is. Yeah, we gotta tidy up our campsite. We don't want the other campers thinking that we're a bunch of goobs.
Hey, I'm living here right now. It's gonna be nice.
Hey, this is my freaking house.
And
Back
this is
off,
my
chipmunks.
house trashed all over the place.
This is how I live.
I clean it up
suckers.
once a month for a small group. About to blow my nose. You want this on footage? I'm a nasty rag blow my nose.
Nasty boogie rag.
Yep.
So since today is kind of our hangout rest day, figured to be a perfect opportunity to do some laundry. Hey, I just realized we're both wearing blue puffies. Did we call ahead? Okay, come on.
I didn't want to ruin my only puffy jacket.
Early morning, sun hasn't come up yet. It's a little before 7. Got cold last night. Didn't freeze, but I bet you it got down to 34, 35, something like that. So, getting breakfast all ready. And we'll start packing up. Military term.
We're humping it.
Time to hike on out, folks. We're loaded up. It is 9:14. Took us a little longer than we wanted, but it's been an amazing stay. And now we're going to attempt the longest trek out we have experienced, which is around 11 miles, just over 11 miles, I think. So that's what we're going to attempt today as we hike on out of here. But it has been one heck of a trip. Some of the most amazing views we've ever seen. So beautiful. All right, boys, you ready? Let's do it. So we're about halfway. This valley is amazing. So I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. I wanna have me some fun. You can do it, Chris. This is wild, man. So this morning, we were over those mountains in the bowl up against those mountains. 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. So we traversed a couple of ridge lines that you can't see. This ridge line, this bowl, up to here. It's just wild. It's so beautiful. I don't think so. Just go to the far side.
Where were we going to stop off at?
What do you mean? Oh, we were gonna take one of the other like turnoffs or something, and like go a whole like loop, another loop. Ah, holy bananas!
Amazing, dude.
Okay, and we started the day where that shadow is. Okay. Way out there, I don't know if you guys can see it on film. We're at the foot of these two white capped mountains. That's where we started the day. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. Wild. Man, this is wild. Coming through here. And we know what happened over there a couple miles away too. There's a massive wind blast to bring down tons of these healthy trees. Would not want to have been here when all that happened. Oh my gosh. It's a miracle I think stood up. Now look at that whole route. It's as big as you are.
Yeah. That's nuts, dude. Yeah, this thing is like split right there.
Dang.
It's like all the way.
It's eerie walking through this graveyard of trees and having the wind blowing real hard. Got a few gusts through here. You can hear them creaking, the leftover ones. A little creepy. Don't want a widowmaker coming down on you. We see the cars. They're down there. So according to All Trails, we were supposed to have gone 11.6 miles was the way back. But our buddy Chris has a little watch, whatever that thing is, micrometer, whatever. Chris, wait till you get here. How many miles did we just hike in one day with these packs? Read it, baby.
13.03.
13.03, and it is 4 o'clock. So in 6 hours and 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Way to go, guys. I always like knowing the specs afterwards. So read off the specs that you were just doing. The mileage, so we know 13.03, right?
13.03.
Okay.
5.5 total moving.
5.5 hours. Yeah, total movement.
1624 active calories, 2270 total calories, 1522 elevation gain.
Yeah, bro. Is that it? 1522 in elevation gain today to get back to the car. Over 13 miles. Dang. Way to go, guys. That is awesome. The word breathtaking doesn't really even begin to describe the scenery and the terrain that we've been able to go through on this trek. And I'm just glad that you guys have come along with me. I enjoy doing these types of videos because they really allow me to be artistic and, you know, get different unique shots and just take you along for the adventure. And I just hope that videos like this inspire you, make you go, I can do that. I can go out there and I can hit trails. I can go backpacking. I can go day hiking. I can go do those things and enjoy nature in a way, watching it through a screen. And I'm glad you guys watch and, you know, come back week after week. But you watching this on a screen is not the same as being here and being able to just sit and enjoy nature and just creation and all that it is in all of its fullness right there in front of you. There's nothing else like it in this world. And I just encourage you as a Gideonstactical family to get out there and grab a hold of life. We're not promised tomorrow, and so let's make the most of it. And I just appreciate you guys so much for coming over and just watching this video. And I invite you to subscribe if you're coming in for the very first time and you haven't subscribed yet. Throwing up content like this all the time. Check us out on social media as well. And until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.